What win resonates the most or loss resonates the most? Right? It's a great weekend. There's amazing stories. Last weekend, we had the Giants comeback win against the Titans. We had others as well. We had the Chargers in the 14-point turnaround and the pick six on Thursday night, but that wasn't the comeback the likes of the Dolphins, the comeback the likes of the Jets, the comeback the likes of the Arizona Cardinals. If it's me, I honestly think the Miami one was the big one. The Miami one is the biggest one. Don't get me wrong, Arizona, who had made the playoffs and failed when they got in the playoffs last year, that considering how they played the first 3 quarters yesterday and all 4 quarters the week before, they looked like an abject disaster. So to still have fight and to come back, and now they're in the mix in the NFC West, right? You had Atlanta that nearly came back and beat the Rams. That probably would have been the biggest and most epic collapse. But I think the one that translates the most, the one that resonates the most, is Miami on a multitude of levels. Everyone respects, I think, Baltimore. Baltimore is supposed to play a style where it's built to have a lead, shorten the game, run the football, good night, good luck, drive home safely or fly home safely in the case of Miami. And it's Tua Tagovailoa, who so many had said, myself included, man, I just don't know if he has the arm for it. And it's not like he's a spectacular athlete. It's not like he's big. He's little. He's an average athlete with an average, though above average in terms of accuracy, arm. I don't know how it all works. And for Miami to, let's start with the defense, get 3 stops in a row in the fourth quarter, and then Tua to have 6 touchdown passes. I know one's broken coverage. I know somehow they forgot that Tyreek Hill he'll take the top off any defense, and you cannot get beat deep. But for Tua to make those plays, considering how much pressure, how much that he's under, how much discussion there's been about his level of aptitude, his level of talent, considering all the other factors, and you're on the road against a team that's built to have a lead, to shorten the game, to run the clock out, I thought that was the win of the weekend. And I'm not taking away from Joe Flacco. Is he a lead? I'm not, or the Bengals near comeback, the Cowboys near collapse. Right? The Browns, we're going to get to that one. Should Nick Chubb have stayed in bounds and fallen down instead of scoring a touchdown, putting him up 2 touchdowns? I'll make the very easy, sensible argument as to what he should have done. Like, there's a lot of other things to discuss. Of course, the Trey Lance injury, Jimmy Garoppolo coming in. It was a crazy week. Heck, even New England, they won, but right? But if you think about the percentage of times we talked about Tua, then remember that the Dolphins were still angling for Tom Brady even as late as this last season. His former coach didn't believe in him to the point where it essentially got him fired. You just had Ryan Fitzpatrick go on a podcast last week and say, I don't know what he does well. Maybe accuracy. I don't know. All of those things combined. And you got a rookie head coach that looked ready for the job. I can't think of a better win than Miami, a bigger win than Miami, one that should resonate more. All of them just count as one. None of them are season defining, but boy, you got to feel different about Tua walking into the Miami Dolphins offices, and you got to feel different about the Miami Dolphin quarterback situation now and into the future. That's how big that win was. And some of it's out of respect for Baltimore. Plus, Baltimore had a chance to go up 2-0, right, where they had the Jets last week with a backup quarterback. This week, they had the Dolphins, only game 2 of Mike McDaniel's first year, that you want to catch him early. And the Ravens lost their starting outside linebacker. Like, all of those things, I thought that was the big win of the weekend.